Okay, as you can see, I had some technical difficulties there. When I welded these receivers on here, because it got hot enough, the metal expands. When it cools, it contracts, and so this bar, this 2x6, it's got a little arc to it, which is throwing my carrier off because it fit before. As you can see over here, now the latch doesn't line up. Shit. I'm gonna have to figure something out. I might have to get a torch and heat something up here. So much for that, you know. Anyway, let me show you what the tire's about here. The tire mounting. I've got these right here. These are 3/4 inch couplings. You get these from the electrical department at the hardware store. They're not pipe couplings. They're from electrical. The threads are different in there, and they're weldable. They got a running thread instead of a pipe thread, which is a taper thread. And what that's for, that's so I can screw these on, screw them on or take them off. These are going to support the tire. Alright, another thing, as you can see, I got bolts in here. I didn't weld it up. These bolts, those bolts. I didn't want to weld this section up to the carrier arm because I want to have the option of taking this off, and I can just leave the arm on there, if you know what I mean. Alright, so look around the other side. This is what we got. We got L brackets. I use these because they're pre-made. I don't have to cut these. That's a lot of labor. You can buy these in the electrical department. This is some hardware. These for electrical stuff. Bolt holes are already in there and everything. I just had to tack them on here. We'll bolt them on there. I take the nuts out and take the whole thing off. Now, if you look at the top piece here, see, I got U-bolts holding this square tube on. And the reason why I got U-bolts in there and I didn't weld it on there is because I wanted this thing to be adjustable. The tire will sit on here, will rest on here. So then I gotta find the center. This is my center of my wheel. That's where it's gonna bolt on there. So if I got a little tire, it'll go down, it's adjustable. If I got a bigger tire, it can go up. Okay, now to secure the tire, I got a 1-inch coupling, rod coupling. This is a rod coupling right here. This is a 3/8. It's threaded all the way through. This is a rod coupling. It's like a nut with a long thread. But what I used was a 1-inch rod coupling. It's welded on the front and the back side because it's that long. As you can see inside there. And then to hold the tire on, it's going to get this big 1x6-inch bolt. Okay, I was wondering how I'm going to secure the tire. A lock set up, something. On the Bronco, I used wheel locks. You know, the wheel locks that screw onto the lug nuts. But on this one, I wanted something a little different. So I got this thing right here. This is for a trailer hitch. Actually, it doesn't have the washer on there. This is a trailer hitch lock. And what you do is you put your trailer, you hook your trailer up and hitch in, and you stick that thing in there. And then it's got this end here that screws on. Screws on something like that. Figured I'd do that, so I put this L bracket right here. Got this from the hardware store in the electrical department. And had to drill it out, fit the 5/8 pin. That'll go like that. That'll go on the back side, make it hard to get to. And the same reason for these U-bolts facing this way and the nuts on the inside. I mean, you can get to them, but it's not going to be that easy. Very heavy tire, I saved it for a spare. So it's on a steel wheel. So the trick now is get the tire up here, then you can put the bolt through. Piece of cake. This here goes in the center of the wheel. See how it fits up? This goes inside the wheel. I was able to cut all this on my bandsaw. Drill a hole using a hole saw. So now what I got to do is I got to rotate the tire to line up the lug nut holes with my lock. Have it. So what I got to do is put this on there. And that's going to take 2 hands, so hang on. Alright, there we go. My lock's on there. Very inconspicuous. Like I said, if you really wanted to steal a tire, you'd have to get a wrench in here and unbolt these U-bolts and you'd have the whole thing. Or you can take this off right here and take the whole thing. But most thieves are too lazy to do that. Right now I got it's an 1.5 inch nut. So, gotta have an 1.5 inch socket. Pretty crazy. I found out if I add a little weight to it, I can push that bar down and the latch will make up, so we'll do that. You hear the mutt? My sister gave me another dog. My sister brought over another dog, so now I got 4 dogs.